First of all, I start by introducing myself. That's my academic. My name is Davis Masibo. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Science with a first class honors course from Eastern University, which granted me an opportunity to be awarded a full funded scholarship by the same institution to pursue my Master of Science in Environmental Science. So, I have a deep passion for climate change and environment at large. So my journey of climate activism began during my undergraduate studies when I witnessed the devastating impact of water resource mismanagement, especially in Nairobi, which is the capital city of Kenya, and of course its ripple effect on urban communities, especially for the poor. So growing up in Kenya, I saw how unpredictable rainfall patterns and environmental degradations threatened livelihood, particularly for vulnerable people like the women and the youths. So this really fueled my desire to dive deeper into sustainable solutions, leading me to pursue research on climate smart agriculture and water resource management. I realized that beyond academic work, there was really a big need and desire for me to take actions and empower others to address these contemporary issues of climate change and environmental degradation. So realization was the spark that ignited my passion for climate activism. So, the inspiration behind my project, which is for tree nursery preparation and management, stemmed from the pressing need to combat deforestation, promote reforestation, and ensure sustainable land use practices in West Pokot, which is a dry land with sufficient amount of water and other resources. So through my consultants work also, I have seen firsthand how empowering communities with the practical knowledge and skills can drive meaningful and significant changes. So this project matters deeply to me because it aligns with my commitments to creating environmentally resilient communities. For my community, where agriculture is a lifelines thing, the project issues address critical issues such as the soil fertilities. We have the carbon sequestrations, the ability of the tree to sequester carbon from the atmosphere, and of course I believe that trees are the only solutions to climate change. And also this project will help in economic empowerment because the farmers will be able to sell the trees when they mature. And of course we are not only focusing on the tree species only, also focusing on the fruit trees, where the farmers will also be planting the fruit trees. And of course when they mature, when they give the yields, that fruit they can be able to sell and obtain the income. So by integrating agroforestry into farming practices, for instance, we aim not only to mitigate climate change but also provide alternative livelihoods for women and youths. Of course, this will help them to strive despite of these contemporary issues that we are fighting of, that's climate change. So to me, climate justice is about recognizing the unique burden of climate change on marginalized and vulnerable communities, especially the West Pokot communities, and ensuring that the solutions are equitable, inclusive, and locally driven. Nowadays, the vulnerable are the ones who are highly affected. For instance, when you talk of the vulnerability, for instance, the developing countries are the one who are mostly affected than the developed countries, yet we are the one emitting less amount of the greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. So it is about giving a voice to those who are often excluded from decision making and creating opportunities for them to strive in the face of the climate challenges. Of course, the climate challenge crisis that we are trying to address. So my project advocates for climate justice by equipping communities with the tools and the knowledge to actively participate in sustainable development for posterity. We prioritize cultural relevancy and gender sensitivity training program to ensure that women and youths are not left behind. So additionally, by focusing on tree nurseries and agroforestry programs, we aim to restore degraded landscapes while fostering economic resilience for smallholder farmers. This holistic approach, of course, will ensure that the environmental and the social economic benefits are accessible to all people, especially the vulnerables, the women and the children. So getting this grant will help us as an organization at a very substantial capacity for us to be able to meet the needs of the project, that's to equip the knowledge and the skills to the youths and the young women in how to establish the tree nurseries. These tree nurseries can also be source of income because the excess trees, seedlings, and fruits, they can sell them, and of course they'll be able to meet their daily needs. So thank you so much for the opportunity for us to continue implementing our project, to continue inspiring, continue making meaningful and significant impact to the world.